Time for mini news sesh. Yeah.
Hey, and welcome to Designed by Wingnut Social, the mini news sesh. I'm your host, Darla Powell, and there is so much going on in social media and in the digital realm. There's not anything going on. We're all just sitting around waiting to see, is TikTok going to be canceled? What's going to happen? Are we all going to be paying for little blue checks to kill the robots, to have anything really meaningful to impart to you? So what I thought I would do is I would share with you some content ideas for your, let's say, Instagram, because I am pulling this straight from the horse's mouth, our online course, Instagram for Interior Designers, that we launched recently. It's getting really good reviews and really helpful, but I thought I would just go in there and pull from our module 2, content pillars and content mix, and just in a very high level, there we go, overview kind of way, and give you guys some food for thought to think about content to post on your Instagram when you're struggling. Maybe you don't have enough photos of your work. Maybe you don't have enough progress shots. You're just like, what the hell do people want to see? Well, the course, of course, breaks that down in a very granular way. You can get in there and really just do a deep dive with the workbooks and the instructions in the course to figure that out 100%. But I'm going to give you a high level overview so you can at least get your wheels turning on this. So content pillars are sometimes referred to as content buckets. And what they are is they're categories of content that align with your value proposition for posting on social media. For value proposition, that is, what is it that people are going to get from following you in it? Very simplification nutshell, right? And they should represent you as a brand and your personality, and most importantly, resonating with your ideal client. So people are going to see these posts. It's going to resonate with them. They're going to say, wow, look, a like-minded carbon-based life form. I want to hire them to do my space. So, right. So value proposition is another episode. Again, for a deep dive on that, check out Instagram for Interior Designers at wingnutsocial.com. And once you have that done, it's easier to figure out your content pillars. But again, this is a high level overview. So tips for your content pillars, right? Content pillars are things that are relevant to your company, but also to your personality. You want to make sure that you're differentiating yourself from competitors that you've researched. Again, in the course, there's a whole section on the research as well. And look at what types of content that have performed well on your account in the past, because you want to do what's working, right? You want to be able to isolate those, analyzing your metrics and see what's working. And not to limit yourself just to your own original content, if you're okay with that. If you're not, I totally get it. We have interior designers who only post their own work. Terrific. We have the other interior designers who post aspirational and inspirational work with full credit, and it's helpful all the way around, because everybody wins in that scenario. So I don't want to get into a whole can of worms on that. I'm just saying either way is good to go. Just make sure that if you are sharing inspirational and aspirational work, that you're giving incredible full 100% credit. Photographers and designers as well. So content pillar examples are, of course, here's the obvious, your original design work, in-process projects, industry events. A high point coming up really soon. There's a ton of opportunity there for some industry event as a content pillars. Design inspiration, other people's work. That could be legacy interior designers who have passed, who are iconic. They could be your peers and compatriots, not necessarily competition though. They post their design work and say, Susan McNuggets did a terrific job with this room. Credit Susan McNuggets, and photographer Beanie McFerguson, right on there. Another one, testimonials as a content pillar. Tips and tricks as a content pillar. Get on there, headshot. Here's how you style a bookshelf, to use that old trope. Exteriors. Don't just limit everything to interiors, exteriors, family-friendly content, kid-friendly. Well, I guess that's family. Oh, not necessarily. I guess that's not redundant. Eco-friendly, travel, lifestyle images. You don't have to limit it just to photos of your design work. In fact, that can limit your appeal as you're trying to reach newer clients, new ideal clients, and a target audience to follow your account. So, okay, there's some examples you can sit down and write down things that make you tick that resonate with your company and your ideal client. And again, this is all in the course. There's a complete workbook that will walk you through this high level, folks. So here's an example of a content mix using some of those pillars And there's a couple extra in here. So let's say you're a newer designer. You don't have a lot of work. You don't have a lot of design work. What we would recommend here as an example, and again, your mileage may vary, you can tweak this as you go, is 20% of your social media posts on Instagram are your original design projects, if you have the work. But if you think if you're posting 4 to 5 times a week, like we recommend, that's one post a week of your original design work. 20% of that, one post a week, something personality related that's going to resonate with your target audience, like art or other interests that relate to your business or something you like to do. Maybe you like to curate special pieces of art for your design projects. Put that in there. Maybe you're a music lover and you love to go to concerts and you think that's going to resonate with your ideal client. Super important. Throw that in there. 20% of process pics. Now, I'm assuming you're working on something, right? One post a week. Here's a process pic, or here's a story. It doesn't have to be in the feed post. There's a story, or here's a reel of the process pic. 20% of the time doesn't even have to be a picture of you. Here you are picking out some fabric. Isn't that lovely? One a week. That's 4 a month. Is it a lot? Maybe for some of us it's a lot. Is it enough? Maybe not for some of us. But I'm telling you, super helpful with getting your ideal clients to see who you are and want to work with you, and video as well. 20% of this, your pillars in your content mix, quotes, inspirational quotes from designers. Go get them. Let's go, girls. Quotes, whatever it is that suits your brand and your style, or testimonials, quotes in a testimonial kind of form. So you kind of get the idea here. It doesn't always have to be pictures of your beautiful work. And you're saying, okay, Darla, I have a ton of work. I'm a veteran interior designer. Well, let's see what a content mix example looks like for veteran designers. If you're a veteran interior designer, 60% original design projects, 3 posts a week or so, thereabouts, of your original design work on there. So you can breathe a little bit easier. You don't have to kind of go dig into your other content pillars. Your design, here it is. 15%. And we're out of the 20s, we're into the 15s we're getting back to that lifestyle kind of part of the brand of travel or the art or the music or painting, other interests that are going to resonate with your ideal client. 15% images of you. Maybe we're posting more often too. Maybe this is more of a 5 or 6 times a week too. It's up to you. See what works. Test it. 5% testimonials, right? So because 20% testimonials or quotes in the other one, we're kind of scrambling for content, right? So that's going to be a higher percentage again, because you don't have the wealth of design work yet. And 5% of press as it occurs, because if you're a veteran designer and you're having all this work, you're getting in magazines. We just know it. We just know it's true. That's an example, right? This isn't hard and fast. This isn't a rule. This is exactly how you have to break it down. Just an example so you can see it doesn't all have to be room, before and after, room, right? You want to make it interesting. You want to vary it up. I just bounced my camera sitting here if you're watching us on Designed by Wingnut Social on our YouTube channel. So I thought that might just help you a little bit to kind of, think outside the box when it comes to posting content for your interior design firm on Instagram. And to find out more about the course, Instagram for Interior Designers, and to get the whole kit and caboodle, head on over to wingnutsocial.com or wingnutacademy.com. Both will get you there. There's 6 modules, 51 lessons, downloadable workbooks and courses to work through to figure out exactly what all of this marketing for Instagram will look like for you specifically and uniquely for you, your firm, your voice, your messaging, your branding, and all of that stuff. There's just so much good stuff in it. And that is it for this mini news sesh, which turned into a mini tip sesh for sure. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at info@wingnutsocial.com. If you need help with marketing your interior design firm on the socials or the digitals, wingnutsocial.com. And that is it for today's mini news. Until next time, remember to get out there, get uncomfortable, and be great.
Mini news sesh. Yeah!